Welcome back to Clochemerle and the story of the scandals that took place there. July the 10th, 1925. What a summer. The vines are full, the grapes are swelling, and so, unfortunately, is poor little Rose Bivac. Oh, just listen to the clucking of those old hens. This is the finest piece of gossip that has come their way since 1892, when it was discovered on her deathbed that old Juliette Michat, the midwife, was, in fact, a man. Anybody else they could have believed it of, but not Rose Bivac, a child of Mary, the sweetest voice in the choir. For her to go wrong was unthinkable. Sweet, pure, virginal, pregnant, Rose Bivac.
I'm not surprised. I said something like this would happen. I warned you all, you wouldn't listen to me.
Oh, yes, but Rose Bivac, of all people...
Precisely my point. If a girl like her can go wrong, what chance have the other girls got? Oh. You mark my words, they'll all be pregnant within the year. It's that filthy thing over there. Oh. It was a bad day for Clochemerle when that spawn of the devil was erected. It ought to be demolished. It ought to be demolished.
Demolished.
Come. Come. We have work to do.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. Rose Bivac's condition will give the good women of Clochemerle something to talk about for a few months at least.
This modern generation, I don't know what they're coming to. In my day, such things would never have been thought of.
Of course not.
Yet I was brought up in a large town where there were many more opportunities for that sort of thing.
Right.
And when I was 20, I was a very good-looking girl, even though I say it myself. People used to turn round in the street and look at me. That's 2 meters 60 centimeters.
And a small packet of pins, please.
And that's in a large town. But never would I let any man touch me with so much as the tip of his little finger.
Nor me.
Me neither.
It just wasn't done. And the men respected us for it. As my poor Adrian used to say, when I first knew you, Eugenie, I couldn't look straight at you, like the sun you were.
Good morning, Madame.
Good morning, Madame Brodequin. Your knickers have arrived.
Good.
There.
Splendid.
A lovely talker he was, my Adrian. Even after we'd been married a long time, he used to say he couldn't help feeling that he had to be more careful whatever he said, as not to hurt my innocent mind. I never knew such a model of virtue as you were, Eugenie, he used to say.
Yes, of course, he was one of the old school, wasn't he, like my husband?
Yes, there wasn't much my Adrian didn't know about good manners. But there you are. Whatever you say, it's the women who make men, isn't it?
Well, all I can say is no one has ever shown me any lack of respect.
Nor me. Spirits of salts, a jar, please.
Certainly.
Well, of course, the women who get that sort of thing, it's merely their own fault.
They're not much better than streetwalkers.
Oh, that trollops. Of course, with young girls, it's mere curiosity. But, you know, when you get down to it, whew,
It's a terrible disappointment.
there's really nothing to it. I don't know what they see in it.
Well, of course, as far as I'm concerned, it's never meant anything to me.
Nor me, if it wasn't for a question of giving pleasure.
And Christian duty, of course.
And keeping your husband to yourself, so that he doesn't go trotting off somewhere else.
But fancy enjoying it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You'd have to be made in a funny sort of way.
To me, it's sheer drudgery. I'd rather do housework. Don't you agree, Madame Fouache?
Well, I must admit I got on very happily when I had to go without. Of course, I was lucky. My Adrian wasn't all that persistent.
You were lucky. There have been women who've died of it.
Surely not. Died from it?
Yes. Some men are never satisfied. I could mention names as well, but I won't. That woman Trognu Law from the lower town, for instance. She ended up in hospital. No. That's what she died from. Whole nights with a madman. Just think of it. Sent her clean off her head.
Oh, well, when it gets as bad as that, it's an illness.
They're worse than animals.
We women are helpless creatures, say what you like. We never know what we're going to be up against.
By the way, Madame Fouache, do they know who Rose Bivac went wrong with?
I'll tell you the whole story, but don't repeat it.
Of course not.
No, as if I would.
It was a young soldier who always smokes tailor-made cigarettes. Claudius Brodequin.
But he's with his regiment.
But he was here in April for the inauguration. A soldier who buys tailor-made cigarettes. I wouldn't forget him. It just shows you it doesn't take long for a girl to go off the rails these days.
Oh, and I can tell you who the next is going to be.
Who?
Well, a small tin of cashews, please.
Yeah, good day to you, ladies.
Good day, Monsieur le Curé.
Oh, Madame Fouache, I was wondering if you'd be kind enough to send this telegram.
Oh, certainly, Monsieur le Curé. Abbey Jouffe Presbytery Valsona. Absolvo te. 5 Our Fathers, 5 Hail Marys. Same as usual plus 3. A deep repentance, Miss... Oh.
Miserere. Urgent.
Miserere urgent.
Urgent.
Ponos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be £1.90.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. There we are, Monsieur le Curé.
Thank you very much. Good day to you, ladies.
Good day, Monsieur le Curé.
A pinch of snuff, ladies. It's on me.
You were going to tell us who the next one is going to be.
Well, you must all promise not to breathe the word.
Silent as the grave, dear.
Of course, I'm the last one to gossip, but I could tell you things about the women in this town that would really make you...
But those women were merely gossips, more interested in tittle-tattle than action, as opposed to the pious women of the town who were preparing a crusade against the urinal, led, of course, by the vindictive Justine Tuté.
It's a shocking business.
Shocking.
A horrible thing.
Horrible.
A child of Mary, madame.
Child of Mary.
With all that filthy behaviour in the square, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Bound to.
I warned you all. Heaven alone knows what's happened to the other children. They've all been corrupted.
Corrupted.
It leads to lewd thoughts. And lewd thoughts lead to... Well, we all know what they lead to. None of us are safe. If it's not put a stop to, we'll all be violated.
Violated.
Raped in the streets.
Raped.
We women of the church must band together and confront the curé. He must be made to preach against that urinal. From the pulpit, it must be removed.
Good afternoon, ladies. What an unexpected pleasure. Well, what can I do for you?
The time has come for action, Monsieur le Curé.
Action?
Action, yes. What about?
The Bivac girl, of course.
Well, I'm afraid it's a bit too late for that. You see, the action's come already. Yeah, I'm afraid the poor girl has jumped the gun.
And what are you prepared to do about it?
Oh, I shall pray for her, naturally.
Well, prayers are not enough. We must attack the evil at its source. We all know the real culprit. It's that thing out there.
Oh, come now. If anyone can place any reliance on local gossip, the father is a soldier in the army. So you see, the urinal, even if it had a corrupting influence, he was miles away from it.
But Rose Bivac was not. The things that girl has seen have provoked carnal lust and incited her to a sinful traffic with the devil.
Dear lady, I don't think that anyone could call Claudius Brodequin the devil. He's a very nice lad. I think he's going to make her a very good husband.
Am I to understand that you approve of what has happened?
I wouldn't say I approve. Of course I don't approve. But I mean, what can I do about it, or anybody else for that matter? Oh, when the cork has been drawn, the wine must be drunk.
There is a great deal that you can do about it before it happens to anybody else. You can denounce the urinal from the pulpit, compel the mayor and those Bolsheviks on the council to action.
Oh, no, I don't think I could do that. You see, I don't think I ought to interfere with secular affairs.
Do you consider that there is no connection between the urinal and what has happened?
I wouldn't have said so.
Did this sort of thing happen before?
Oh, yes, quite often.
Oh, never, never in the upper town. And certainly not the children of Mary.
No, that's true enough.
Well, then, your duty is plain. Denounce it. Denounce it from the pulpit. It is affront to God merely being where it is. We women of the church are united. Yes, united. We are not prepared to stand idly by and see our town sink slowly into the mire of lust and debauchery.
Debauchery?
Either you denounce the urinal, or we will be compelled to go to the Archbishop.
Oh, come now, there's no need to take such extreme measures.
The choice is yours, Monsieur le Curé. Furthermore, if you cannot control your flock, we will be forced to seek for spiritual guidance elsewhere. The Curé of Monsieur knows where his duty lies. He, at least, still accounts the church a force to be reckoned with. He is not hand in glove with the devil.
Oh, come now, mademoiselle, you go too far. I have served the Lord faithfully for over 30 years.
Then continue to serve him, Monsieur le Curé. Consider, an empty church means an empty plate, which would not go unnoticed by the treasury of Lyon Cathedral. No. Come, ladies. Ooh.
I wonder, can this be a penance for my own lapses? It's my own fault. I should never have sent that telegram. I ought to have cycled.
Later that week, in the heat of the afternoon, there returned to Clochemerle the unknowing perpetrator of the preceding events, Lance Corporal Claudius Brodequin, number 1103 of the 21st Light Infantry.
Hello, Claudius.
Oh, hello, Jean-Marie.
So you've finally turned up, eh?
Yes.
Just in time for the fete. You old scoundrel. Who's it going to be this time?
I beg your pardon. Hello, Raymond. this evening?
Yes, but you've already done it.
What do you mean?
You'll find out when you get home.
I'll see you this evening then.
If your mother lets you out.
Hello, Claudius. First time lucky, eh? What?
Oh, Claudius, you came home at the right time, eh? All the girls are waiting to dance with you.
What are you talking about? Don't go. Hello, Madame Chibane.
So it's you, Claudius.
Hello, Adele. Yes, home again.
All right, are you?
Yes, why?
Happy?
Well, nothing to make me unhappy.
You're sure?
Yes, sure. What's all this about?
Well, it's a nice thing to be happy. I suppose you're thirsty as well, seeing you come here.
I'm parched. It's a long walk.
Same as always.
Yes, please, a large one. Why did you ask me if I was happy, Adele? Well, what's going on round here?
Nothing. Just, well, you know, people talk.
What about?
Well, there are always people gossiping, especially in this town.
Well, what are they saying?
You know, about Rose.
Rose?
Yes. Oh, Rose be back, of course. Are you surprised?
Well, I got to know what about before I say that.
Well, that's what she's beginning to look like. Like someone who's got into trouble.
I see.
Well, that's it. Of course, you've got nothing to do with it.
With what?
What Rose is looking like.
Why, is anybody saying I have?
Well, some people have sort of half said so. It's only natural. People will talk.
Well, who's talking?
Well, you know, people who talk without knowing anything about it. Well, you ought to know best whether you've done it or not. They weren't there when it happened, that's for sure.
No, they weren't.
Well, didn't you know about all this talk?
No, I didn't.
Well, it's a good job I told you then. Because of her parents, I mean, and all the people in the town who were chattering about it. I mean, suppose it was all lies. Well, some people are always telling lies out of spite.
Yeah, suppose it was all lies.
Well, you've been warned. You'll be able to shut their mouths double quick. On the other hand, suppose it was you.
Me?
I'm only saying suppose. You know what you'd have to do, Claudius?
Yes.
Anybody who got Rose into trouble so that she's going to have a baby. If it was you, now mind you, I'm only saying suppose. Perhaps it would be better if he married her. Don't you think so, Claudius?
Well, she's going to have a baby.
She's a nice, well-behaved little thing in some ways. And there's no shame what's happened to her when all's said and done.
Oh, no, there's no shame about it.
Anyone who'd marry her and take the little one, well, I don't think he'd do so badly out of it.
No, he wouldn't.
You're a good lad, Claudius. It's best for Rose. I mean, she's only 17.
I suppose so.
It's been very hard on her. She's been kicked out of the children of Mary as it is. It's because she's having a baby that I'm talking to you like this, because it's a rotten thing for a girl to be having a baby and not to be able to say where it came from. And now, as you're here, well,
Well, cheerio, Adele.
Cheerio, Claudius. You'll come again now you're back.
Of course. Have you heard anything about her parents and all this?
No.
Have you seen mine?
No, not for weeks.
Oh, dear, this is going to be great, this is. What a homecoming, the old man will go berserk. I'll probably have to join the Foreign Legion.
There he is, the finest marksman in the army. Come on for some more target practice, eh?
Ha ha, very comical.
Oh, Claudius!
Hello, Mother.
Oh, my boy. Oh, you look fine. Fit as a fiddle. How have they been treating you?
Oh, not too bad.
I suppose you've just arrived.
Yes, I've just come from the station.
Did you stop in the village?
Oh, just for a drink at the inn.
Did you speak to anybody?
Not really.
I'm glad you're here. I was thinking of writing to you.
Oh? What about?
Oh, there's some stories going about the town.
Are there?
Was it you, Claudius?
Was it me what?
Put Rose in the family way.
Can't say for certain.
Well, have you taken any liberties with her?
Well, I did a bit in the spring.
Oh, so it might quite well be you.
Right.
Do you want to marry her?
What do you think?
I wouldn't mind if it's what you wanted. She could come and live here and give me a hand. There's work enough for two, and I'm not as active as I used to be.
Dad, what's he say about it? Suppose he's furious.
You know your father.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh. You've come home, have you?
Hello, Father.
Now you've done it, you young devil, you. You really hit the bullseye this time. You naughty boy, you. You shouldn't go around doing things like that.
I'm sorry, Father.
Well, never mind. What's done can't be undone.
You're not angry?
I would have been if it had been someone else. But little Rose. Now she's up the spout. Old Bavac will have to give her one of his vineyards for her dowry.
What about the Bivex? What do they think about it?
The Cure Panos is looking into it. He told old Bavac that you and Rose would have to set yourselves right with God. But I wasn't having any of that soft nonsense. I said to the Cure, I said, once they've settled it with the solicitors, there'll be plenty of time to settle with God. I said, Bivac's not going to fall out with God over a little bit of a vineyard. And as far as the wedding's concerned, you leave the arrangements to me. I'll sort it all out for you.
I'll do whatever's best.
Well, you picked the right one anyway. Apart from the mayor, those are the best vines for many a mile around. You've done well, cunning little devil.
I wasn't thinking of the vineyards at the time.
Doesn't matter. I've had my eye on those slopes for years. Marvelous, isn't it, Mother? A few moments' pleasure, and you achieve what the work of a lifetime has failed to do.
Are you sure he'll give up one of his vineyards?
He's got to, hasn't he? Looking after another man's daughter, that costs money. After all, she was as much at fault as you were. And don't you let him palm you off with any of that rubbish next to mine. You tell him you tell him you want the vineyards on the south slope. Best grapes in the whole area, they are. And she's the only one. The whole lot'll come to us, to you, eventually. There's not a doubt about it. If you had cycled from here to Macon, you couldn't have found a better girl to go wrong with.
And she's pretty, too.
Yeah, but you really have got on in the world, me boy. I'm proud of you. You know, I think I'll give Panos something on the day of the wedding. I'll give him 200 francs for his church.
200?
Well, all right then. 50.
Yes, things have certainly turned out well for Claudius. While Rose stays at home waiting for their child, he'll be finishing his military service with a very good chance of being promoted to corporal. Then, when he comes home, he'll have the little one waiting for him, a good vineyard, and his Rose once more ready for love. A masterstroke, Claudius. Soon he will be convinced he planned the whole thing from the start. Mind you, I think she may have done.